Hello YouTube family, this is Ravi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are back on our YouTube channel and today we are going to start with a new series where we will learn about Servicenow Scripting. Basically the word scripting very much interesting over here because Servicenow itself says that we are having low code, no code platform where we can code also, where we can avoid using code also, and whatever we can achieve without coding, please accommodate in Servicenow. But there are situations where client, as per the client requirement, we need to modify the out of the box functionality where we use ServiceNow scripting. And this scripting is completely based on JavaScript and that to a small part of JavaScript, not the entire JavaScript. If in the market there's a, you can say that people are saying learn JavaScript, learn JavaScript, learn Java. No, it's not like that. ServiceNow use small part of JavaScript, that to a very basic, and after that ServiceNow switch it back to the glide scripting. So ServiceNow basically belongs to the glide family of scripting, not the React family, not the Node.js family, not the other other JavaScript libraries. Only ServiceNow is related to basics of JavaScript, where today we are going to see only the basics part which we will be using in ServiceNow. Second, we will be going forward using JavaScript glide libraries, glide families. That also we are going to see from very scratch. I am hoping that everyone will understand from this particular video and all the doubts will be getting cleared very soon. Let's get started. So what we are going to learn over here is basics of scripting. Here, scripting words nothing but we will learn basics of Java. How to declare a variable, how to use that variable, how to use function. That's it. We'll learn about client side, we'll learn about server side, and we'll see use cases. So basically use cases will be coming up every day in every video, not every day, in every video. So real-time use cases, real-time scenarios also we are going to cover. So first let's study what is client side and what is server side before jumping into the basics of ServiceNow. So if you see, I have just created one PPT for you guys to make you understand what exactly client side is working. Client side is nothing but your browser. You will type www.google.com on your browser and what you will notice, a web page of Google is coming up in front of your screen. So whatever is coming in front of your screen is treated as a user interface, and that UI, a browser, is nothing but called client side. So here if you notice, a person is asking, hey Wikipedia, I want some images, informative images. So we are typing and we are clicking on request button or send button or enter button from our keyboard. It is hitting the server of that Wikipedia and giving me the response in the form of result. So obviously let's assume you have your WhatsApp. Okay, you have your WhatsApp account, you have your friend's number. What you will do? You will type hi message and you will send it. Your friend will receive the hi message on their end. So what you are seeing, guys, you are seeing only hi message in front of your screen, correct? But your friend in the middle, the hi message will be encrypted or decrypted into some format and he is able to receive the hi message back. In the backend, what is happening we cannot see. But what we see in front of our screen, that is your client side, and the backend part which we don't see is our server side. So let me take you something. So here if I type here www.google.com, for example, what I'm doing, I'm just typing in the browser. Let's see the enter button. If the Google server is up, I have received this particular web page. Okay, so I have received a response from Google that my website is up. So you are seeing this particular response. With question response, we will see in details when we read about integrations, but this is your browser. But what we don't see, the Google database, the Google server. So that is called your server side. So we'll go back to our PPT. So when client side will be working, when the page is loaded, submitted, or something, you will change on the browser. Similarly, what server side is, so there's a file which is present on the server. For example, let's suppose I want to bring my file from my computer C drive to the desktop. So obviously we have to go to the C drive, pick the file, copy and paste it on the desktop. So from where we are picking the file is from the server side, and that we are presenting on the desktop in front of our screen. That is your client side. So always remember, guys, in server side, we will deal about the databases. Database means user database, client database, your client, your company, your organization database, your can say telephonic directory history is all databases. So server side deal with the databases, client side deal with the UI pages. Once we combine that together, that will give you a full stack. You can say that environment. That's why people used to say that I am a full stack developer. It means that they know how to make a UI, they know how to manipulate the database. So a person knows both client side and server side, they are the full stack developer. That's why people used to say that I am a full stack developer. Some used to say that I am a front end developer. Front end means they are doing client side, back end means they are doing the server side. Combine both of them together, create a system, ecosystem that is called your client side and server side full stack changes, full stack developers, full stack reviews, full stack ServiceNow development. So we have to learn about this client side and server side. To learn this, first of all, we know the basics of ServiceNow scripting. That's what the video is all about. We will learn from very basics. So for that, I will take you to the ServiceNow, and there the video I will do from starting. You can have a note of it. If you want, you can ping me in the description about the notes. I will prepare the notes and I will give you the notes on the scripting also. So let's get started. Let's go back to ServiceNow. Yep. So let's go back to ServiceNow over here. So this is our ServiceNow instance. First of all, we will understand about basics of JavaScript. So to use this, I will go to upcoming compiler, or you can say that pre-existing compiler in ServiceNow. That is nothing but, let me type here background script. So all the things I will be writing under this background script. Okay, I will keep on explaining you everything over here, but you will see something different. If you open your background script, you will see all blank white paper kind of a stuff. But here you will see black keyboard kind of icon, black you can say desktop kind of icon, and here you will see white. Why? Because I have installed one extension which I mentioned in my previous video. The name of extension is SNUtil. So if I go back to my extension and if I uncheck this Snow Util extension, so now if I refresh the page, it will be full blank. Please guys, go and install this from the Chrome store and make it active so that it will look very beautiful over here. And whatever you will type now, here you will get the output of it. Okay, so I'm keeping this video very raw. If I'm doing any mistake, that will be in front of your screen, and you can avoid that mistake in your organization, in your company, and even in your real-time projects. So let's get started. First of all, in ServiceNow, JavaScripting, we have to define something, correct? Like let me open the notepad. First of all, to explain you. Okay. So let me type here name equal to Ravi. What do you mean by this? We can use this, correct? Everywhere. Name equal to Ravi. My name is Ravi. My name is Ravi Gaurav. My name is ServiceNow. So what is this name equal to Ravi? Basically, the value of name is Ravi. So we are assigning Ravi to name. But in ServiceNow, to do this, we have to use 3 keywords. Basically, we can use 4, but I will tell you 3. Let's discuss about 4 also. First of all, to define any variable in ServiceNow, we will use a keyword called var. var is treated as a variable keyword. And here you can declare any variable. Declare means like this. Variable x equal to 5. So what is this? So I am assigning the value of 5 to x. Guys, this video will be a little long, but this is the only video where you will be going to learn all the basics of it. So please stay with me and bear with me. If you know about it, you can skip the video and you can wait for the next video. Variable x equal to 5. Okay, so it means that value of 5 is stored in a value of x. So this x can be used anywhere. This is called your variable declaration. So we'll go back. If I type here variable x equal to 5, what this means? We are storing the value of 5. We are storing the value of 5 into x. And in real time, you always remember every value is stored in a box. And this box is nothing but called memory location. I am getting little deep into it. If somebody is not from the CS background, no problem. You can also understand. So every place this keyword, whenever we are defining var variable, so it has some memory location. Memory location, the place where you will store the data. For example, you have a Excel sheet, correct? So let me take you some Excel sheet which is already existing. I don't have. Let me just open any Excel sheet. Let's say, where is this Excel sheet? Yeah. Let me open this. Now, what you will notice, if I type here, name equal to, name Ravi. So what is this? These are nothing but placeholder where we are typing the name. It's a memory location where we are typing the name. So remember, name, place, word, constant, variable, number, all consist of some kind of a memory location where they can stay. So that's why if I go back to this place, the variable x equal to 5 is nothing but the value of x is 5. Okay, now in ServiceNow or any other JavaScripting platform, to complete this line, you have to give semicolon at the last. Oh, okay, remember this particular, if you don't do this, you will get the result also, but sometime you will get a warning message on the top. Currently in the background script, you will not get the warning because this is a place where you can write server side of a code in ServiceNow. I'll talk about this in very details very soon. After the basics is completed, obviously we will jump to the client side and server side. So remember this variable x equal to 5. Now, if you want to print something in ServiceNow, in C++, people used to do like this, I guess, printf. If you are reading it, scanf, then printf. Similarly, in ServiceNow, you have to print something, you have to use a word called print. Between the brackets, if I run this, see, it won't work. It is giving me an error. What is the error? C, Rhino Java. So what is this Rhino Java engine? So there are basic set of keywords, methods available. That's all we are going to learn. That is nothing but under your Rhino. So this print itself will not work. We have to use a word called gs dot. See, if I use gs dot, if I run this, now the value of x is 5 is printed over here. What is this gs? So basically, this is a global variable. And what is global variable? The variable which is defined outside the function. And what is function? All we will discuss. So GS is treated as a glide system. G for glide, S for system. Glide meaning in English, like a flight is gliding in the sky. Aeroplane is gliding in the sky. It's nothing but you are moving into the sky. Move to the system. So basically this GS is globally defined by ServiceNow. This is not the, I have not defined it. ServiceNow has defined it by their own. So let me first zoom it so that you will see it clearly. Yeah, GS. So this is the global variable. You can use it to print something, to, you can say that get the current logged in user. We will discuss about it. Just remember this GS is used for the printing the statement or logging the statement. Correct. Now same thing. Let me enter. So how we can define? We can define with the help of var. There are 4 keywords which you can use to define var. We can use let x equal to 5. Then we have constant, const. Constant means the value will remain constant. You cannot define it again and again. And then you can just define x equal to 5. There are 4 ways which you can define it. So if I use let instead of var, we'll get the answer. There's a catch, guys. Always remember, whatever I am teaching you right now, if I run a script, it will give me an error saying that in ECMAScript 6 feature not supported. It means that let is not supported now by ServiceNow. So instead of let, we will use var. Let is also used to define any variable, but in ServiceNow, we will always use var or constant. Constant means the value will never change. If I type constant, if I run the script, the value will 5. Now, if I type again constant x equal to 6, what will be the answer? Just pause the screen and just think. Run it, it will give me an error. Type error, redeclaration of constant means that we cannot declare constant again with the same variable because constant means fixed value. The value of 5 is fixed over here. The value, again, if we are defining 6, it means that we are changing the value of 5 to 6. It's not possible, not supported in the word key constant. But if I type variable x equal to 6, what will be the answer? Redeclaration of, okay, sorry, var, and here var, variable 5 and variable 6. Now the answer is 6. So in the variable, we can define the multiple variables with the same keyword var and the x. Now over here, if I give constant, it will not take the value. Variable will take the latest value, whatever you have picked. So 5 is changed to 6. If I remove this and if I print it, it will display me 5. But what if I give the same thing over here, that will display me 6. Similarly, let and constant. These two, let and constant, will never gonna give you the result if you declare it same variable, same name again and again. So here it got failed. So remember, in ServiceNow, we mostly use variable and sometimes we use constant. For example, you have a constant value of pi, 3.14, I guess. I don't remember the number. I guess 3.14. Let me know in the comment section. And if I print it, the constant will remain constant. For example, let me show you. Constant x equal to 3.14. If I type here, constant again, z equal to x plus 10. So what I am doing here, I am doing an assignment operator. I am using addition operator. I'm so sorry. I am using an additional operator. I am adding two things, x with 10. X plus x, what x is having? 3.14. 3.14 plus 10. So it means that we are using this. Now let's print this z. Print the z1. What error it will give you? It will not give you any error over here. 13.45. But what if I use x over here instead of z? And here just print x. It will give an error, redeclaration of constant. So you cannot redeclare the constant again and again. But you can use this constant in any other arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations are, guys, nothing but plus, minus, plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. Lot of things are there in arithmetic operations. But we will limit this to our ServiceNow standard. We will not go deep in JavaScript. We only use our ServiceNow JavaScript, not other things. This is how you will declare it. So let me remove it. So I hope you understand. Now if I type variable x equal to 5, what is the meaning of equal to over here? So basically equal to is nothing but called assignment operator. It is assigning the value of 5 to x. Assigning the value 5 to x. Remember this. So equal to is nothing but assignment operator. Okay, like in your mathematics you used to do this, x equal to 5 means value of 5 is x. Simple, it's very simple. If you are not from mathematical background also, now you will be able to understand, okay, name equal to Ravi means the value of name is Ravi, not Suraj, not ServiceNow. Correct? So we'll move back. Oh, sorry. Now we have two things over here. If you put double backslash, that is called comment. This is used for commenting. It will not use in coding, guys. Means if I run this, nothing will happen because the compiler will not read this line. Whenever there's a backslash written, compiler will never read this line. For example, variable x equal to 5. If I do that and gs.print, I'm going to print x. If I run this, it will give me the result. But what if I give backslash over here? So this will not be read. Now if I run this script, what I get? Error. What is the error? X is not defined. Obviously because this has not read this line x. And if I remove this and if I give here double backslash, then it will not be printed for sure. See, blank. So remember, this backslash is used for commenting the code. Like you can do like this, add to number in ServiceNow, for example. So first we will declare first number, variable a equal to 7, let's say, variable b equal to 8, and we have to add this too. So a plus b, correct? A plus b, and I will store in a variable called c. Variable c equal to a plus b. Now once you do this, guys, always remember at the end you will give a semicolon. Now just print c, gs.print. This is very simple. That's why I told you ServiceNow is very easy to understand. gs.print, not comma. Run this. Now you will get the answer over here. You give minus, run this. So arithmetical operation can be performed. using ServiceNow compiler also, ServiceNow JavaScript family also, anything you can use it over. This is one of the way which we can do it. Okay. Now constant we have gone through it, let we have gone through it. Now one more thing I wanted to tell you. In ServiceNow, we will see lot of places we use functions. So one thing I wanted to tell you, in ServiceNow, we will use functions. For example, let me take you ServiceNow. Just type here client script. Okay, open the client script. You click on any of the records available or new button. For example, let me click on new. You will notice function name will be always coming up. Then what is function? How we'll define a function? For example, let me show you. I open this client script in front of your screen. Now let it load it. Since the page is loaded, you will see a block over here, block of script where we can write a script. Yeah, over here. Now just change the type. It's loading still. Yes. Let's say on load. See, the function is coming up, correct? Similarly, function on change. The function into a function. See, these functions are coming up on the top. So if you open any function over here, if you notice over here in the function, see the function is written and some function name is written. So what are these functions in Service? From where these are coming? So guys, to understand this, we have to know how to define a function in Service. So basically functions are defined with a keyword or name called function. Okay. Inside the function, you will find something which I will going to discuss. So function will consist of the function name. So let me take you to the notepad. You have to define like this function, and then you have to have function name. Okay, function name has to be always encloses within the braces over here, and then you have a curly bracket over here, parenthesis. And this entire thing is called block of code, or you can say that block of function. Inside that we will write a code. So here we will start writing the code. Code to perform certain activity. Always remember that. So always remember, when you have to define a function, you have to use a keyword called function. What is function? Functions are nothing but a place where all your codes or your blocks are existing. Let's suppose an example, you have your house. Okay, let's say I'm going to type function house, and inside the house, you will have room 1, room 2, room 3, etc. Okay, so what is this house? Inside the house, you have this house is a name. Inside the house, we have set of rooms. So all this together, if you combine that room together, that creates a function for you. That's create a structure for you, correct? A house is built on that structure. That structure itself is called a function. The name is called function. The function basically has a block of code, a block of statement, a block of XYZ thing that you will write within these braces that will perform certain activity. Now to understand this, we will define something. For example, function test. Inside the bracket, we will type variable x equal to 5. You can perform the same activity. gs.print 5 x means. So whatever the block of code we are writing over here, we can perform the same thing on inside the function. If I copy this, for example, paste it over here, run it, you will get nothing. Why? Because inside the function, this gs will not work. If I take this out and print it over here, it will give me the error that x is not defined. So whatever you define inside the function, this is called your local variable. And what you defined outside, that is called your global variable. So variable test, or let's say x1 equal to 10. And if I print now x1, see, run this, you will get 10. It means that x1 equal to 10 is declared outside the function, means outside your house, road is there. So if someone is playing on the road, it's none of your business, you are staying in the house. So if you define variable x equal to 10, if you are printing it, it will give you the result. But same print, if I copy this and paste it over here, will it give the result? For that, let me just check that, run it. You will notice no result. So inside the function scope, if the global variable is declared outside, you cannot use it. Remember that. So this is called global and local variable, and this is how you will define the functions in ServiceNow. Now, before going in deep about it, let me just delete this. Okay. Now we have different types of data. So types of data we need to understand over here. First one is a string. String means whatever we type within double quotes. For example, Ravi, or single quotes. So whatever you use inside the quotes or single quotes is treated as a string. So if I give like this will call as an empty string. It has nothing. Let me show you. If variable x equal to Ravi, okay, just print x, gs.print x, it will give me Ravi, correct? Similarly, if I don't give anything between this, print it, we'll get nothing. So null, not even null, sorry, blank, empty string. So this is called empty string. Remember, if you want to print something, if it is a string, you have to have something over here. Ravi Gaurav. Run it, it will give you the name string. Now how to find whether it's a type string or not? So we have to use a method to find the type of the string. To find what type you are using in your ServiceNow, whether it's a string, number, you just have to use a word called type of bracket on, bracket close. That's it. If it is a number, it will tell you number. Currently it is a string. If I run this script, it will give me the type called string. Similarly, if I type here 1, 2, 3, it is in double quotes, whether it is a number or a string. It is a string, guys. But since I remove this double quotes over here, what is the type? Type is a number. So whatever you give in double quotes, that is called your string. If you don't give in double quotes, if it is a number, it will give a number. If it is a character, let's say @ will it work? Run this, it will give me the error. Some statement is missing, so it will not gonna work, guys. So if I give here Ravi, run this, it will give me that Ravi is not defined. It is not a number. So if you give this in a single quotes, then it is going to define me that this is a type called string. If I give here 0, run this, it is a number. Correct? So types of data are string, number, then you have Boolean. Boolean means true and false. True and false means 0 and 1. So true or yes or false or no or 0 or 1. So basically in ServiceNow or any other programming language, Boolean is treated as both true and false. If it is true, the value is 1. If it is false, the value is 0. That is our AND and OR gate logic, which I have explained in the previous video, that logic, if you remember, AND gate, OR gate. Similarly, you can find the same thing over there, Boolean. And the last, which is most used in ServiceNow, that is an object. We will learn about it in the subsequent, after few more variable part, we come back to object part. But remember, string in double quotes, single quotes, number, don't want to put in a double quotes, just write the number, it will give you the number. Boolean is true and false, yes or no. An object, which is nothing but to access anything, we have to be part of an object, which I will discuss right after this. So what do you mean by object? So let's suppose you have your house. And what is the property of house? For example, let's say you have a house, and if I ask you what is your property of your house, what you will say? So house has room, house is having color, house is made up of bricks. Those are called properties, correct? House is having a houses of length. True. So whenever you want to access your house, you will use a concept called dot walking. If I type here house dot room, we will enter into our house. Room inside the house. So this dot is nothing but we are creating an object called house. Inside the house, we will have a room. Inside the room, we will have sub rooms and etc. and so on and so forth. So basically, always remember, object is also called a variable. Object is a variable also. To create an object, we will use a word called new. New is a keyword. And this will be something like this: variable x equal to new, let's say, 5. What do you mean by this? So we are creating an object x which creating an object x, and new is a keyword which is called or initiate an object. Initiate an object, again, what do you mean? We can go inside that object with the help of a dot working. Like you have a card. Okay, card has a weight, card has a color. So card has a length. Similarly, card dot color equal to red, something like that we can write. Let me take a card dot color equal to red. Card dot length equal to 100 centimeter, for example. So what we are doing, we are just accessing the color length with the help of an object called card. So card is an object. Inside the card we have features. So if somebody wants to drive the car, so we'll use card dot drive method. Done. So person will be able to drive the car. So this is card dot drive or card dot start. So this card is nothing but your object, and inside the object you can access the object details or detailings with the help of a dot working concept in ServiceNow, that is dot color, dot length, dot seat, dot belt, dot music system. So whatever you want to access inside the card, we have to go inside the card. So to go inside the card, we will use a dot concept over it. That is called an object. So remember this term, guys. Okay, so let's go back to our service now. Now we are going to teach you about the different type of JavaScript string methods. So this, I think you have clear on this. We'll deal about this in very details when we read about server-side scripting. We'll come back to this, guys. Don't worry on that. So we have JavaScript string methods, which we mostly use in ServiceNow. So first method is length. You have to find the length of the string. How we'll find? For example, variable x equal to Ravi Gaurav. Okay, and if I want to find the length of the string, what we have to use? X dot length. Why we use dot working, guys? To know about it, to know details about it, learn about it. That's why here the concept dot is coming up. X dot length. Okay. Now, if I run this, it will not give anything because we have to print it, obviously. We'll use gs.print x dot length. Simple. And what is the length? 1, 0. Starting with 0, guys, not with 1. ServiceNow or any other JavaScript family start with 0, 1, 2, 3. Space is counted as 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 11. X dot length. This undefined. Oh, sorry. X dot length. 11. Correct? So now we are finding the length of the string. If you want to find the length again, no. So one more, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Run this. 13, 14, 15, 16. So one space is also counted. If I remove this also, for example, if I give Ravi space, 3, 4. Now see, 8. 4 plus 4, 8. This is called your x dot length. Now second method is slice. These are the most common methods, guys. I am telling you. Slice method, length method. Slice method, basically, it will extract a part of a string. For example, let me show you Ravi. And here if I give Ravi space Gaurav, and if I do x dot slice. Now inside the slice is a method over here. So inside the slice, we have to give first and second, start and end. So let's just start with 2, comma, let's say 5. What will be the output? Run this. Vi. So 0, 1, 2 is V, 4, 5 is space. So what is the output? Vi, Ravi only. I will again repeat. Let me make it zoom little bit. And let me take a snapshot. Sorry, again. taking the snapshot of it. Yeah, go back. So this 2, 0, 1. So 2 is what? V. So output will be V and 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is I. So output will be VI. 5 is space. Correct? So the output will be VI. What is the output? VI. See? Similarly, if I give 2, comma 7. So 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Run this. See, VAGA. Correct? Now what will happen if I remove 2 and just give 7? Only the end part. What will happen? You can pause my video and you can try by your own. Run this and it will give you URAV. So whatever after this, it will print that particular statement. So remember, if you don't give end start, it takes two things, start, comma, end. Okay. If you don't give start, if you only give end, or let's say only give start, let's say 1, and remove everything. So what will be the output? AVIGAURAVC. Obviously, it will only skip the first part. So that is the use of slice method in ServiceNow. Remember this, it will be very useful, guys. Very, very, very useful. Okay, let's go back. Now, what is the second method? Slice is done. Now we have replace. Replace. These are the methods which I used. That's why I am teaching you, else I wouldn't have taught you in ServiceNow. Don't have to go deep in JavaScript. So let's say X equal to I am learning ServiceNow, for example. Okay, now you have to replace learning with I am learning ServiceNow. You have to replace learning with XYZ. How you will do that? Simple. X dot replace bracket open bracket close. What you have to replace? You have to give the first name. So I'm giving here learning. Remember, guys, this is case sensitive. Let me show you that too. And I have to replace it with snow. And just let's print this gs.print inside the bracket you give at the last. Okay, just run this. So I am snow ServiceNow. See, it's got replaced. What will happen if I give a capital and learning, guys? LEARNING. Will it work? Let's do that. Run. No, guys, it won't work. So ServiceNow replace is a case sensitive. Whatever the exact word you are using it, just try that to replace it. Then only it will be replaced. Else it won't be replaced. But if you have a case sensitive, how you will do that? So to use that, guys, you can use like this. Just look very carefully. Replace everything. Give a backslash and type here learning, LEARNING. Let's say you are using an uppercase letter backslash I. So this I backslash I is used to replace the case sensitive part. Now run this, see snow is coming. So again, I'm talking about it. Replace. It is a case sensitive. Okay. And if you want to ignore the case sensitive part, you have to give backslash your word, whatever you want to replace, backslash I. Like this I did. Learning. See, it got replaced. Similarly, if you want to replace all with ServiceNow. So what word we have, what regex expression we have, what you can say regular expression we have. So instead of this, guys, I'm going to use G. Now here I'm typing learning 2 times, for example. Space. Again learning. So if I want to replace these 3 learning with snow, all of this we can use a backslash G. Run this. See, I am snow ServiceNow. So basically backslash your word G will replace all occurrence of the word, all occurrence of your word, that is called your replace. So that's all of the replace part. You can stop the video, you can do by yourself whatever you want. Let's say if I am having am If I have to replace am backslash g, it will replace all with snow. Let's say test. Test. Correct? Close this. Now, variable test equal to uh, v for out. Now I have to convert this into uppercase or lowercase. So guys, to remember lowercase, uppercase, we just have to use two lower case or two upper case. That's it. If you use this, for example, I want to convert this uppercase, just use gs.print. See guys, I am using gs.print just to show you the output on the screen. Else I wouldn't have used that. So to use the output, we will use that. So test dot to upper case. That's it. Run this. It converted to uppercase. So if you have a requirement like to convert something to uppercase, you can use that. Now the same thing, we have a uppercase over here. To lowercase you do. It will be converted to lowercase. So uppercase to uppercase, lowercase to lowercase. Now, second, not second, I have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. We will use a word called concat. Concat is used to join to a string with number, number with number, number with a string like this. For example, if you don't use concat also, instead of that, if you use plus also, it will work. For example, variable x equal to Ravi, okay, variable y equal to Gaurav. So I have defined two variables, Ravi and Gaurav, and now I have to print this together, x and y. So we can use variable z equal to x dot concat of y. Now let's print this, gs dot print z will give you Ravi Gaurav together. Now let's say, guys, I don't want to use concatenate. Is there any place which we can do that? Yes. Instead of this, you can use x plus, give one space, empty string, give one empty string, then plus y. So it will concatenate two string, join two strings. See, Ravi Gaurav, same output, same result. By given space, run this. A space is coming up, see. So this concatenate is plus it's used to concatenate two string with number, number with number, string with string. So instead of this y, if I use number 1, 2, 3, and if I try to run this, I'll give the same result, probably 1, 2, 3. So plus or concatenate is used to join two numbers, string with number, number with character, whatever you want, you can do that. Now let's go back over here. And we have one last topic which is important. Our second last topic, I guess one we are left with trim. So these are the methods, guys, we used more frequent in our server side of our scripting in service. Now that's why I'm telling you. After that, we don't have anything to study in the methods part. Trim basically, let me show you what it is used for. Let's say equal to serving, and there's, let's say, spaces. And on the beginning also we have spaces, then we have Gaurav. Okay. Now, if I use a functionality called trim, it will remove all the spaces, all the white spaces, blank spaces. So if I use gs.print, I think I have to copy this so that again, I don't have to type it. Now, if I use x.trim, just a word called trim. See, run this. Spaces are gone. But what will happen if I don't trim? I just, without trim, just print it. See, spaces, correct? To remove the spaces, we use trim methodology, trim functionality. Run this, it will remove the back spaces from the front and the back. So it will give me the result. It will remove all the white spaces from the top, not from the top, from the starting and from the end. So remember, this trim functionality is used a lot of time, guys. If you have a blank spaces, white spaces, you can use a trim methodology or trim functionality to trim it. And one of the last thing which I can tell you is your split functionality, split. The last topic of the Java So the last topic of JavaScript method is split, S-P-L-I-T, split. That's it. For example, let's go back and type here variable x equal to how and the are the same thing, and let me copy from here. We done now. Okay, now instead of this, if I use gs.print x.split, and what I wanted to split, let's split the spaces. So give a blank space. What will happen? See, all places we have a comma. So the spaces are splitted with comma. And now if I again copy the same thing and paste it over here with now comma, if I want to split, see what will happen. The comma will be splitted, second line. So basically, split is used to convert a string to an array. And what is an array? Array is a collection of string. And how you will represent an array? So whatever you type like this, A equal to like this, and whatever between these brackets is considered as an array. Or you can do like this also, anything is fine. Equal to 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 will be stored inside the array like this. 1, if it is a string, you can store as a string. 1, 2, 3. So array is determined like this. Okay. So we will come back to array very soon. So yeah, these are the list of functionality: length to find the length, slice to slice it, replace to replace it, lowercase, uppercase, concatenation, trim and split. All these you have seen over here. So you don't have to worry about it, but these are the most used part in our Servicenow scripting. Okay. So now let's go back to an array, which we have discussed. Array is always represented by, let's say, variable array equal to, I will give this bracket on bracket of semicolon at the last. Now whatever we type like this, x, comma, y, comma, sorry, not comma inside it, comma, z. Okay. Now this is called an array. If I wanted to know the length of array, very simple, arr, whatever variable we have defined, dot length, length, correct? And we just have to print it. So gs dot, click here, gs dot print, simple, run this. So the length is 0, 1, 2, which is nothing but 3, correct? 0 is 1, 2, 3, correct? Similarly, you want to find the length of array, you will use this. Now let's say you have to add something to this array. So you can use array dot push. Push is used to push something to your array. Let's say you want to push x, y, z, 1, 2, 3. Now run this. See 1, 2, 3. Now the length is 4. Now let's print the array now. gs dot print. Again, you give the same thing. Just remove this length from here. So it will print the arrays. First, it will give me 4. Now you have x, comma, y, comma, z, comma, 1, 2, 3. So whenever you use array dot push, it will push the array to the last. If you use array dot pop, it will pop the array from the last. Pop of nothing if you do, what will happen? Array length will be 2 and the last 2 will be replaced. Now if I give push again, push push of z, z is already pushed, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is now you will get it xyz 4. Now if I instead of push, if I give pop of 1, 2, 3, it will give you length xyz. Still the last 2 things will be popped. So whatever the added, that will be popped, and the last array from here it will be popped. Okay. Now same thing, if I copy here and do z, sorry, copy and comma paste. Oh sorry, I have given 2 times. Yeah, paste. Now if you want to pop, remove everything. What will the output? X, Y, Z, not this one. See, now we have a length 3, X, Y, Z. So pop is used to remove it, push is used to push it. Now you want to sort this array, you can use x dot sort, sort. It will short your array. So for number, then X, Y, Z. Similarly, if you have C, D, A, if you try to short it, it will give you A, B, C. This is how you will short the array. Shorting of array is used by dot short, push is dot push, pop is dot pop, and length is array dot length. I hope you are clear on this array concept used in ServiceNow. And guys, last thing I wanted to tell you, that is your conditional operator in ServiceNow. Means like this. If I ask you guys a single equal to 5, you will say that the value of a is 5. But what will happen if I keep double equal to 5? So basically this double equal to is nothing but comes under the conditional operator. What is this conditional operator? Basically this is, or you can say that logical operator is something else. Conditional operator is, it will check for the conditions, guys. Means a really equal to 5. We are checking that a is equal to 5 or not. So it will return what? It will always return Boolean operator. Means true and false. So a equal to 5, nothing but LHS double equal to RHS. You guys have remember this Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem, if you remember. So if the left hand side is equal to right hand side, theorem is proved. Similarly, what you are doing on the theorem part, you are checking whether left hand side equal to right hand side. If a double equal to 5, then you will return. It will return true or 0. Else return false. It is like this, guys. 5 double equal to 5. Correct. Result is true. If 5 double equal to 4, no, this result is wrong. This is false. This is called double equal to. Basically, we have few conditional operator, double equal to, not equal to. This side is called not equal to. Equal. Not equal to. Similarly, we have less than, greater than equal to. Then we have less than equal to. So all these are conditional operator which is used in ServiceNow. Okay. So remember that. So variable x equal to 5, okay, and variable y equal to 5. So gs.print x double equal to y. What is the output? True. Correct? This is true. Now what will happen if I give y equal to 6? Will it return true or false? False. So remember, these are called conditional operator. Now here only I will introduce you a concept called if condition and while condition. So whenever you get a requirement, guys, convert your requirement into normal English language and then convert it. So what I will give you the requirement, if x equal to 5, then print x, else print y. So basically if comes like this, if bracket you have a condition. Okay. So if starts with condition, if condition is met, then it will go inside it and print do something. If condition is false, then it will go to the else condition and it will do something. Like if you pass, if you study, return pass, else return fail. It's very simple, guys. It's all your English language. Just convert the requirement into normal English language. So I will type here like this. If x double equal to y, curly braces on, curly braces off, then you print me gs.print hi, I am Ravi. Run this, or else I have to mention else also. gs.print I am not Ravi. What will be the output? See, x is 5, y equal to 6. So if it is double equal to, then only it will print. So it will not print this line number 4, but it will print line number 6, which is nothing but x not equal to W. Now instead of this, if I give y 5, run this, it will give you hi, I am Ravi. This is one of the condition which you can use it with the help of this operator. And the last topic is your while operator. While condition, not operator. You will use while. While is similar to the conditional part. The only thing is that if condition is true, then only it will execute. While condition, then is enter into it. For example, you can use like this: while x double equal to 5, print Raj. What will the output? Just copy this, paste same thing over here, or gs.print. Run this. Yeah. So it goes on a loop. Can you see, guys? It's never gonna stop. Why? Because while will execute only when the condition is true. So condition is true every time. So it is going on a loop, infinite loop. Remember, so to use while condition, make sure that you will break the while loop before exit. Now it just keep on executing. Now I would have given it in the loop, then it would have worked. Currently, this is not gonna stop. So we'll cancel this. If it is not gonna cancel from here, just type here on the top, cancel underscore my transaction dot to enter, and it will cancel all the transaction which is happening on your service. So remember this word, cancel my transaction dot to. Now transaction cancelled by user. Now this is gonna not work. Instead of this, if I use break, now run this, it will give you the result. So remember, you can use break statement inside the while loop to break your loop. As you know that this condition will always be fulfilled. It will come out of the loop, again is going into the loop, coming out of the loop, going into the loop, coming out of the loop, going into the loop. So it will always gonna do this. So that's all on this particular part. I'll talk about this for looping when we use real-time scenario. But guys, always remember whatever I have taught you today from very first till last, this is gonna use only in your Servicenow scripting. Will not go beyond it, will not go against it. Remember, we have to introduce everything in Servicenow, then we have to play with it. So that's all on the today's part. And in the next video, we will see from server side of a scripting, what to be scripted in server side. Client side of scripting is already done, but I will complete that again from scratch. So we'll first go with the server side, then we'll go with the client side, or you can suggest me what should I go first. I go with the client side, then go with the server side. So that's all in the today part. If you don't understand anything from this topic, do let me know. I will create again the same concept. I will help you to excel in Servicenow without writing a single line of code and with writing a single line of code. And the content will be uploaded to the Google Drive link in the description below, and even I will try to share the book if I am having on Servicenow scripting. I will put in the description link so you can go ahead and download it from there. So that's all in the today part. If you have any question, do let me know. Till then, thank you.